Welcome to the show that gets up close and candid with your favorite personalities. This is Hall of Fame with yours truly, AJ Sarpong. Here on the show, we speak to your favorite personality, put them on the hot seat, ask them some very probing questions, and as well allow you, the viewer, on some occasions to send in your questions. And above all of that, we play some games, put them on the hot seat, and above all, have a lot of laughs. That is very guaranteed right here on the show. We have to say a very big thank you to Swiss Spirit and Suites Hotel, Alisa, for being so accommodating. And as well, it takes a village to make me look this good. And I have to say a very big thank you to First Choice for my hair and Vienne Designs for my lovely outfit today. It's not going to be a lot to get into what is my guest for today. My guest is one of the funniest females you would ever meet. She's the funniest person I know. She is hilarious. She is a comedian, and she's doing great things in Ghana. When I come back, I'll be getting into her, not literally, but figuratively, trying to get into her head and then ask her all the questions I've been wanting to ask her for quite a while. Stay with us. This is Hall of Fame. Alrighty, so my guest today is none other, but you find out in a bit. She's a comedian. She is incredible at what she does. She's also a radio personality, does some TV, and is basically a well-rounded media personality all in all. Take a look at my guest.
You come here, come and shake. Only your head will move. Don't come here, come dance again. Stop it. Please, everybody, put your hands together for Abraham Attar. He has done Ghana very proud. Very proud. I mean, that boy has proved that they lied to us. Education is not the key. I feel very stupid right now, writing my final year project.
And ladies and gentlemen, my guest is in the studio, the one and only Jacinta. I'm excited. See, I intentionally wore a brooch because you were wearing a brooch. So you see, like, it's butterfly and it's like flower here. We are brooch twins. Thank you. But Jacinta, it's amazing to have you here on the show.
Thank you. It's good to sit with you and your English.
Yeah, we have to, bring it up a little,
Please come back.
But it's a pleasure. So
Thank you.
Let's start the conversation. So I usually like to start it from the beginning because it's nice to get a sense of where the person came from and how they've been able to reinvent or create themselves into the personality that they are. So Jacinta, starting from the beginning, when did you know that comedy was a thing I was going to do?
You see, I knew comedy was a thing when the government began to fail me. That this is not what I wanted to become. When I was a child, I really wanted to be a medical doctor.
Really?
Yes, now I'm a rib doctor.
Wow.
I'm a comical doctor. I'm still healing people, but in a different way. So I'm still in line with what I really wanted to become. So yes, I knew this was what I wanted to do when I realized that instead of brooding over stuff, even though my family has been very supportive. I mean, my mom has been someone who has always encouraged me from day one to stop just fooling around the house and just put it out there and see how I can better myself. I think that is how come I find myself here. But I think the economy has contributed greatly to it because the way I am, I don't think I would be comfortable just sitting in one place like office work. No activity, just laptop and paperwork. I don't know how my life would have been, but it's all good. Maybe when I grow older, I can do that kind of job. If it's government work, I'll do it. I hear government work is good.
I hear so too. I hear that they pay sometimes, depending on where you enter.
The older, the better.
Thank you. But the accent, and I'm sure when you even came onto the scene, that was something a lot of people question. Yeah. You sound very Nigerian. You grew up in Nigeria at some point?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
I always like to call myself Ghanaian because despite being Ghanaian, I grew up in Nigeria, have a Nigerian mother. You can't take the Nigerian out of me. So I always try to merge the two because I can't say I'm Ghanaian. My mother
Is Nigerian.
is Nigerian. And I can't say I'm Nigerian. My father wouldn't have paid my fees. It would look as if I'm trying to pick a side. So I try to merge both of them. And because I'm a comedian, I feel that in Africa, Nigeria is doing so well as far as comedy is concerned. We can't take that out, and we also cannot take out the fact that you cannot discuss the history of comedy in Ghana without, speaking about Nigeria. So I find myself in a space where I'm in the middle of these two wonderful countries, and the pleasure is all mine.
And then you just sort of had to merge both identities.
Yes. So I just like to merge both identities.
So
I can't live without both of them.
How long were you based in Nigeria?
I grew up there. Most of my childhood and teen
years
was in Nigeria.
Okay.
Because I did my primary and secondary school in Nigeria. So I came here for it. We used to come and go though, visit and go back. But I think I've been fully here since I started university till now.
Okay.
I'm done with university though. I've
Right.
done my service though.
Oh my God.
I went to school though. Like absence.
So it's just by the way.
It's just by the way. So that's it for me.
Do you think the accent hindered or helped you in any points with the comedy career? Because initially, I think Ghanaian comedy generally started with Nigerians coming into Ghana and staging shows. So largely, that was what started off. In a sense, well, of course, we had our own indigenous Bobokale and that kind of thing, but when it comes to professional on the stage, apart from concert party and that sort of thing, it was the Nigerians that were staging shows from 1,000 and Laughs and have created sort of like a whole industry based on that. Do you think the accent helped you?
I wouldn't say the accent helped or didn't help, because if you're funny, you're funny. It doesn't matter what accent you use. I mean, Kevin Hart doesn't have a Nigerian accent.
True.
Trevor Noah doesn't have a Nigerian accent, but they're funny. They're doing very good in their spaces. So I think if you're funny irrespective of whatever accent you have. I think just being me, being myself, bettering myself in my craft has helped me be on the seat of Hall of Fame today.
Right.
Because, I mean, if you're not good, you're not good. If you speak Jamaican accent like Stonebwoy, if you're not good, you're not good.
That's true.
So even though people, the Ghanaian, like you rightly said, the comedy scene in Ghana was mainly dominated by let me not say comedy, contemporary stand-up comedy scene was mainly dominated by the Nigerian guys. So it made it look like if you're not sounding like that, you're not funny. But I realized that there are guys here who don't sound like that, but are really funny.
Yeah.
But because that is what the people were first introduced to, so it's stuck in their minds like, oh, it's not funny, it's not funny. That's what the Nigerians did. The picture alone will make you laugh. Of which, on the other hand, living in Ghana made me realize that Ghana pidgin is the funniest pidgin I've heard in my life. It is so funny to me. And most of my friends from Nigeria come down here, and even over the phone, I intentionally speak Ghana pidgin to them, and they are rolling on the ground.
Wow.
So you see, it's just, I always say that when you put your stuff out there, the way you carry your stuff will make people like it. If the Nigerians were not doing their thing, you wouldn't like it. So why don't you put your thing out there for people to also like it?
That's true.
I do lots of jokes about comparing the Ghana and Nigeria pidgin. Like Ghana pidgin, Charlie Adebo, it means you are angry. What has boredom got to do with anger? This is what I still don't understand. So all these things are funny to me.
Oh my goodness.
You see, I did the road top they come. Before, will you be under the road? You definitely be on the road. So these are things I feel that if we focus on mastering and being proud of what we're doing and stop making it look like if it's not like this, then it's not funny. Fine, I understand that is what we're first introduced to, but it doesn't mean that it is not funny if it's not like that. No, we should stop all those things and enjoy what we have, sell what we have. We know about worry because of the Nigerian comedians.
True.
Why can't we also push, comedians down here so that people outside can know about the Zongo boys and how they react to stuff, and then the Kumasi bled and all those things.
Wow, you went there.
I did. I really did.
Oh my goodness.
So there's a lot, and even the fancies, there's so much happening down that lane. Sometimes I go down that road, I'm like, Jesus. Even though I don't really understand, I'm like, hey. So there's a lot going down here
Yeah.
that we should sell and let people see that there's so much humor in Ghana, so that people can also talk about us in a funny way. Let it not always be about gold. Gold, the gold self, we not they see, not they see the gold.
True. But what was your big entrance into the comedy industry? Was it a show? Was it someone that said, you know what, I think you're funny enough to be on this stage? What was the first big break into your comedy career?
Okay, I think every step of the way has been big for me, because every platform opened up to like something bigger, something greater. Because I was in school, I didn't know, I was green. I was totally green in Ghana. I didn't know anybody. I didn't have any affiliations in the media. So even when I started school and I was looking for where comedy was going on, so I could I thought it was like Lagos where I grew up, where there were so many comedy clubs, and I realized that there's nothing like that happening here. So I started asking questions. Well, as for here, we don't have comedians, so but the Nigerian comedians, we like it. I'm like, nah, So I met David Oscar, who said, "You're a comedian." He looked at me with, "Okay, lady comedian.
What's going on?"
Okay, you know what? I'll take you to one of the comedy clubs, and then. I met DKB and the rest of the guys, and I performed for the first time, and it was cool. People were like, wow, this is the first time we're seeing a girl, and she's funny, we like her. And I started, the following month, we moved from Citrix Osu to Silver Lounge then in Accra Mall, and then from there, GTV was there. One of the presenters invited me to the studio for an interview, because this was the first time they were seeing a female do stand-up comedy, and they felt, wow, we should talk to you. And like I said, every step has always been
leading to the next one.
Leading to the next one. So I can't say this one was big. I don't think I've had my biggest break yet. I still the hustle. I'm still hustling. So it's every step of the way. And then in 2015, I was on the Aquaba UK Comedy Nights.
Okay.
That happened at Moving Peak. I think that was when people like Nanaba, Namwa, Bolare, Bridget Otu saw me for the first time. And they're like, okay, we have seen something. Something is happening in this country. Wow, a female foolish person. So it's from stage to stage. And then 2016, I think 2016 was my second biggest stage at the Lord of the Ribs.
Okay.
Yes, and it wasn't even a show I was billed to perform.
Really?
It wasn't. Buchi just came into Ghana, and I called him because I've known him from Lagos. I said, "Boss, I hear you're in town. You can't deny me. I'm in this country." He said, "Just sit down. It's cool." And then I went to meet him. I showed him my video from Aquaba UK, my performance, which was the previous year. And then he saw it and he said, Jacinta, you have grown. I like this, but if you're this good, why are you not on this show? I said, oh, boss, no, we are still, trying to make sure that we meet the right people. He said, no, you have to perform on this show. I'll speak to the organizers. I'll tell them to give you 10 minutes to perform. If they won't give you, I'm giving you 10 minutes from my own time.
Wow.
And I was like, yeah. And this show was the next day. So I said, okay, I'll do it. So the following day, I dressed up, went to the hotel to meet him. We all went to the venue together. And he just told the guy, he said, now she go open me, now she go perform before I come. And the organizers just said, okay. There was no argument as to who is she, why. And then that was it. I think that was where he saw me for the first time,
yes.
2016.
Yes.
Even though I didn't see you that time, because I was shaking. I was so tense that day, and that was how it happened. I wasn't built for that show. I didn't plan for it. It just happened like that, and I think that was it. Then the previous year, I was called officially to perform.
Wow.
And it's been good. It's been good. Even though I was still in school then, I was juggling.
You're still able to juggle it.
Yes, I was. Sometimes I'll be in the exam hall. I have a show later in the night, so I'm rushing to finish the exam so I can go and perform.
Wow.
So I didn't even know what was more important. So the show or the school.
But it's not going to
but we got the two. We got both of them. So yes, I've been to Kumasi, Takoradi, Cape Coast. Yes.
He's taking you around.
Yeah, I've been touring.
Yeah, touring.
By road.
Superstar. We're going to go on a quick break. When we come back, we'll be talking about Jacinta being a female in a very male-dominated field. All this and more coming up on Hall of Fame.
Catch the best of Christmas entertainment this holiday season with these family movies from 24th to 30th of December. Holiday Baggage, Chilly Christmas, and A Husband for Christmas, right here on Citi TV.
You're tuning into Hall of Fame with yours truly, AJ Sarpong. We're talking to the one and only, the hottest, baddest, fiercest, funniest comedian, and that is, she happens to be a female in Ghana. This is Hall of Fame with Jacinta as the guest. So we're now going to go into the nitty-gritty of being a female in a very male-dominated career. I mean, comedy in Ghana is something that is, you know, the men for, and we have a lot of men that are doing really great in it until a female came on the scene. And I don't know if there are more females that have come after you, but you seem to be basically the only one that is riding in the class of which the boys are and charging the big bucks, I would hope, and commanding the big stages. How has it been? It's being with the boys, being one of the boys.
They thought they could worry me, but I showed them say Surulere in my body. But it's been fun. It's been good. It's been great all the way. Sometimes it gets really challenging. Sometimes you want to perform. There's a show build. You're on it, and then on that day your visitor decides to come.
Wow.
And then you're full of cramps and you're just cranky and people don't understand what is wrong with you. And then the boys are there having a merry time. Sometimes it gets like that and people just don't understand what's wrong with you. But it's fine. But it's been good. It's been a fun journey all the way. Being a female, I think it's been an advantage and also a disadvantage for me. Okay. Because the advantage is that, oh, there's a female. Yeah. Like the excitement people have, like, oh, we're coming to watch a girl. Then the disadvantage is that there's pressure. Okay, she had better be good since she wants to do what the men are doing. Okay, you're the only female, you have to kill it. I'm like, oh, okay.
Enough of the pressure.
Exactly, So I think it's both ways, but I try to dwell on the positive side. Okay, I'm just a girl. Oh, I don't have work. This is my work. So come and let's have fun. Let's enjoy ourselves. Let's laugh at our pain and enjoy whatever is going on in our lives. Because that's basically what I do. I talk about facts. Everything going on around us, and I try to make you laugh at them. So,
let's talk about remuneration. Are the men paid better than you?
Ooh, I wouldn't. No. I think payment comes with growth. The higher you go, the higher your pay. So it's all about you telling yourself what you are worth. If I know I am worth this, I will charge that. I will refuse that. I will settle for this, depending on what platform it is, what I stand to gain from being on the platform. So I wouldn't say they are being paid better. It's all about growth. If I've grown to a point where I feel I should be paid this, I will charge. If you can pay me, fine. If you not feel pay me, not be quarrel. Okay. We move forward. We move on. So yes, I'll just think it's class, it's growth, it comes with everything. There was a point I wouldn't even charge for a show.
Really?
Yeah, there was a point in my life where...
Freebies?
Yeah, plenty. Even up till now, people still want you to do free shows because they feel, Charlie, this are there with me, than you. I'm like, this is my makeup, it's free, so sometimes you think about all those things and you're like, okay, this is what I'm worth and I will go for it. So it all depends. Right now, dear, I don't speak English.
Life is good. But speaking on support, being basically the only female, largely, in the comedy industry doing stand-up comedy, has the support been good?
So far, so good. Even though I would have expected more, it's fair. It's okay because I mean, our style of comedy is something that people are now coming to get used to. Yeah, people would rather watch a comic actor than watch a stand-up comedian in Ghana. That is how it has always been. People would rather watch you fool than actually watch you tell intelligent jokes. Yeah. That is how it has always been in the Ghanaian system. So I'll say it's fair. Because, I mean, we're evolving. Yeah, like you said, Nigeria and all these are kinds of comedy we enjoy. So we are now getting used to it. We are now getting used to the thing David Oscar was so much trying to do, and we didn't understand what he was trying to do. What is this man trying to do? It's not funny. Blah. Okay. But I feel he's a good comedian. I want to say was because I don't know if the guy did comedy. Now he sings. He doesn't comedy so much. So I feel he's good, but I think the system wasn't just used to that kind of humor. So it was like, ugh. That was what he met. But, I mean, well, it's fair. It's good. It's good. We'll get there. The last time I had a conversation with the former Deputy Minister for Tourism, Arts and Culture. Did I put it right?
Yes, Arts and Creative.
Tourism, it's
culture,
arts and
something like that, yeah.
We went to school, but we forgot it. Okay, so I spoke to her that, I mean, when we talk about the arts, it's either music or acting. Okay, now fashion has come in. Yeah. I think now poetry is picking up. But I don't really see comedy being involved in the creative arts. We don't see it as a form of tourism or as a form of art. Yes, I'll say tourism because do you know how much comedy makes? When we fly in these comedians, we are bringing in people into the country. Right. They talk about us, they talk about stuff they see and everything. So, and she said something. She said, your industry is now growing. Just build it. Continue to build it and you'd be amazed at the result you would get in the long run. And I think that's just what I'm trying to do. I'm just focusing on me, building myself, making sure that at least when you hear the name Jacinta, the next thing that comes to mind is comedy. So that's what we are doing. You have made me speak English today.
That's the whole point. That's the whole point.
The last time I spoke English like this was a presentation.
But let's go into media support.
Yes.
Largely, we see the media. It's tricky especially on how it supports. A lot of times, negative press will get you more attention than positive. And it's something that we're still all juggling with. But how has the media support of your career been?
Okay, at a point, I was, let me not use that word before you take it. Talking of the media. Okay, at a point I was worried because when you're on a show, you do so. Should I confidently and proudly say that I've not been on any show that I've flopped yet.
Okay.
But it's like when you're on the show, you do well. The light is not thrown on those who have done well. The light is rather thrown on those who didn't do well.
Right.
Take, for instance, last year at the Easter Comedy Show, where DKB had a little issue with the audience and the former First Lady had to walk away. The whole attention was on DKB.
Right.
I was on the show. Other comedians were on the show. People didn't capitalize on selling the good arts. They were busy focusing on the person that did not impress them. And, I mean, these are issues that I try to think about, like, what is really wrong with us? Why are we so... In fact, the Glow Mega Fest that just happened, the focus was also on those who didn't do well. And there was this particular media house, I will not mention their name because I spoke to one of their bosses and he tried to calm me down. They did a whole summary of the show, and I didn't see one single picture of me. So I called him, I said, is it because I'm a woman?
Wow.
I asked him, I said, bros, you toast me before why I no agree. Because I did, because I didn't understand why you have done a summary of the show.
And I was not even a part of it.
I don't understand. And even the parts where you even mentioned my name, you stated I'm a Nigerian comedian. Like, for real? Seriously?
Really?
You know, so I had to speak to them, and so he apologized and said, oh, I said, no, you guys keep doing that. Whenever you come for an event, you speak about the bad sides. At least encourage those who are doing well. Because if it is good for you, now, when we talk about the basket mouse, the whole glory is on Nigeria, not just on him as a person. And we keep complaining, they are not funny, they are not this, they are not that. But the people who are doing well, you don't, what are you like doing to really help them do better? You know, so they had to like, oh, it's not like that. Don't say it's because you're a woman. I say, yes, because I'm a woman. People are cheating me. People are cheating me. They don't want to put me in the news. People are cheating me. So, you know, they pet me small. Is it pet or petted?
Anyone goes.
So they had to pet me small and then do some, you know. And then they did a beautiful story for me, you know, stating that, I mean, I forgot the English, but it was good. We were all good. So sometimes, I confront them if I have to. If I see something that doesn't look good, I confront the situation. But I feel, Charlie, we live in a system where sometimes people want you to pay for you to write about them. But the thing is, how much crap
are
do
you even
earn
exactly
from the show?
Exactly.
You know, but it's been good. To the few people who support me, I'm grateful. I'm very grateful. It's not been easy, but like I say, it's fair. It's fair to get better.
Okay, so now if I go on social media, I see a host of comedic acts, right? And a lot of people are using social media in a way to tell or do short videos, put out such content, constantly creating comic relief in a large way. That is typically not a stand-up, but using skits and scenarios. Do you think social media is aiding the comedy industry? Or in particular situations such as this, where there's a lot more comedic skits and scenarios put out, it's not contributing to the stand-up comedy industry?
I feel anybody can be whatever they want to be. I'm a stand-up comedian. Sometimes I get content that I just want to pick my phone and do a video. I'm like, no, then go bill me for show. You see, because I'll use that to make my own money from the stage. So if it works for you on social media, fine. Maybe that's your brand. But I feel everybody is entitled to do their own comedy, whichever way they want to. My brand is stand-up comedy. You see, you don't see other stand-up comedy brands coming on social media. I love to just always refer to Kevin Hart. That's the aim. You know, the Chris Rocks. You don't see them coming on social media every time to do those things, you see. But the brand is there. The name is, you can't take it away from them. So I feel whatever works for you, whatever you feel you're building on, do it. If you want to be a social media entertainer, people make money from that as well. I mean, when you get people coming to advertise on your page and all of that, it's fine. But for somebody like me, there are some things that I will not. Sometimes, though, I could just come on social media to play around a topic, but I keep them. I always keep them. I'd rather just be quiet there, so that when I'm on stage, I will not lack what to say, so that I will not become the joke.
Okay, that's interesting. Interesting.
Yes.
But how does your growing up or your surrounding, how has it influenced your comedy style?
I think me doing comedy is grace. I had a very rough growing up, even though people don't believe.
Tell me about that.
I don't look like somebody who suffered.
Yes.
I suffered. I say, my sister, no, I didn't suffer. I suffer. I suffer.
In what way?
My sister, you don't want to go this road. You don't want to go it. The road's very rough, bumpy ride. I didn't really have. I think I was born with a silver spoon, and then along the line, the spoon got missing.
Yeah, so it was dropped somewhere.
It was dropped somewhere, and then I think now I'm pricing another spoon. I'm pricing the spoon. It's like I'm trying to see. Okay, can I afford this spoon? Let me see if I can buy this spoon. Okay, I think that was how life was for me. I had and it was funny how it was when I was at my lowest. That was when I was so happy, and I started doing comedy because you would not expect that this is a girl who I've dropped out of school before. I was not in school. Yes, I've dropped out. And because of my background, even when I speak, you will not even believe that I've not written my WAEC.
Wow.
Like, so that was how life was for me. I didn't have it easy, but I found myself trying to make people happy, because I saw myself as people are really going through a lot. People have stuff going on for them. So if you have that little time to make somebody happy, to put a smile on someone's face, please do, because we all have a lot we are trying to deal with. You shouldn't be that extra problem that the other human being has. So I think that was how come I got myself in this space. I mean, finding myself in a situation where you can't laugh, but you cannot kill yourself. Just happy yourself and be going on in this life, because you cannot come and kill yourself and die and throw away. So that's it. That's how it works. Don't let us go into this story. I'll keep that story. When I buy Bentley,
then you say, I have suffered before.
Me, AJ, I say in this life, I'll buy Bentley, I'll put L on it. You see that L, that Lena sign? I'll buy Bentley, I'll put L on it.
But do you think, as a comedian, the Ghanaian comedy industry is getting the props that it deserves? Do you still feel slighted when a lot more acts are invited to come and grace the stage instead of them calling on more Ghanaian comedy players to be rather gracing the stage rather than flying others in?
I don't.
Why not?
I'm happy they are being called, because one day we'll also be called like that, and I'll not expect the people there to be slighted that they're bringing in foreigners. They have worked hard to be doing comedy all over the world. We are not the only countries who invite foreign comedians to come perform, as long as you can afford them. Trust me, I'm sure we would be bringing in the American comedians if we had good sponsorship, if we had money to like host them and have a great show that can have their caliber of personalities on them. I want to be going to America every month for shows, and I don't want America to feel. That why are they bringing this foreigner? No, let them keep coming. One day too, it will be my turn. I'll be entering and coming out. So I don't feel like, I feel it's the game. It's showbiz. You get called, but I would also say that in as much as we're appreciating people who are doing well outside, we should also grow what is ours. We should also look for avenues to project our good sides. That's why I feel bad when there's a comedy show and we are only dwelling on the negative side of the show. And then someone comes to a comedy show and is marking. I'll give this person 5 over 10. Come on, we don't need all of that. And all of this is on the internet. How do you want people to appreciate you? You don't go on the online to see a Nigerian blogger has come say, today on the comedy show, I'll give Basket Mouth 2 over 10. The guy is funny, but today he didn't really please me. How will I please you? Are you a comedian? Do you know what it takes to write a joke? You know, I see people do these things and I'm like, nah, it shouldn't be done. Instead, that energy you use in rating and doing what, just encourage. That is the person's hustle. Encourage the person. When you love what is... Okay, look at the music scene. The Nigerians don't joke with the video and whiskey. No matter what they do, please, it's our whiskey, leave it for us. That alone will make you love someone. Like the way other people will love you will just attract that thing. But look at us. What do we do here?
So Ghanaians are too critical.
It's too much. It's too much. Sometimes just relax and allow people do. I'm not saying we should throw caution to the wind. Yes, constructive criticism is good, but we exalt the beef and the negativity so much that it's like that is the only loud thing we have to show.
So Basket Mouth has big concerts where he sells out London, America, a whole bunch of things. I know there's a lot of the ribs. The Basket Mouth owns a lot of the ribs that he sells out from the UK, goes for the whole tour of the entire UK, goes to America and various places. There are a lot of them. Julius Agu has his own. AY has his AY Live. You know, there are a lot of them. Even on the first Alibaba, that's on January 1st. Do you understand? I know there's so many comedians that all have their own flagship shows, but they also move it out of Nigeria and sell it all across the world. What do you think Ghanaian comedians are doing wrong? Not right, wrong, to prevent them from also having their own flagship shows that they can sell all across the world?
I think language is the main, is one major, let me not say main, is one major factor. Because we are comfortable to listen to the Nigerian comedians because Basking Out is an Igbo man.
Okay.
He won't come to speak Igbo. He's speaking Pidgin. So whoever you are, you understand. But I think here in Ghana, most of the stand-up comedians will do jokes in Chi or Ga. You know, you drop your punchlines in Ga or Chi. And even in Accra, not everybody speaks Chi.
Yeah.
Not everybody speaks Ga.
True.
So if you can't sell to everybody at home, how do you sell to some people outside? Because these are things people would want to consider. You see, I think that is one thing I am thankful for, that I am not in that space, because you would have. It's serious, because if you want to make people happy, it's not fair when some people understand and others don't. You see, I think that is one major thing, but we'll get there. We'll get to that level where we'll be selling out to London, UK.
Do you? Would we see a Jacinta live or a Jacinta action or Jacinta in
comedy?
Something.
Yes, you will. You will surely see it. You know, it's also the issue of sponsorship. Here, it's difficult for people to trust a comedy show.
Right.
Let me put it that way.
But haven't comedy shows been selling out the most out of even a lot more programs?
In Ghana.
Yes.
In Ghana. And they sell out like that because of the Nigerian factor.
Okay.
Because the truth is, that is what even the Ghanaians want to see. Majority of the Ghanaians will tell you, even me that I'm a Ghanaian comedian, I'm telling someone, there's a show here, so who is on it? Apart from you, I know you. Who else is on it? Okay, there is ZKB, there is Foster. No Nigerian. And I'm like, wow. Me, I like the Nigerian comedy. If there's no Nigerian, me, I won't come. You, I know you, I can call you, you make me laugh. Me, I won't come and pay money to come. They are very honest with me like that. I have very honest friends. They tell me, I'm not coming to pay money to come and watch whine. No. I'm like, for real? Myself, I've emceed so many events. I have starred in a movie, I've starred in a series. I have, I think I could sing if I wanted to, and I was saying,
oh my God.
I could. But you see, not everyone has that, should I say, capacity. So I think you should know your strength. There's nothing like this person has taken over this space or no. If you are good, if you would fit into somewhere, you would fit into it. So that's the way I see it, though. That's the way I see it.
Okay, now coming to this part, in these days, comedians can get bashed for saying the wrong thing about maybe a minority. Let's take Kevin Hart, for instance. A joke he said in 2009 about the LGBTQ community. After he was given the opportunity to host the Academy Awards, was taken back because he had put out a joke in 2009 and it's not coming back to haunt him. And it had come a few times. It had raised a few times. I believe it was a tweet. It wasn't even much of on stage thing, but more of a tweet or something of that sort. But coming to you, how easy or how difficult has it been after now, with a lot of people being very sensitive to the kind of jokes that are put out there, especially about certain communities? How hard has it become gathering your own material? And are you apprehensive that a joke that may seem light in 2018, in 2028, might come back to haunt you?
Okay, I think that I live in a society, in a system that is very emotional. So that alone puts me on check. You see, I would not intentionally say something. And when I write my jokes, I test them on different kinds of people. Okay. I would tell it to my mom. I'll tell it to my brother who is less than 20. I'll tell it to my age mate. Just to get different reactions, different views, different. Sometimes I might say something, you wouldn't even know that's a joke. I'll just say it, and then I'll watch your reaction. So I think I'm very careful, though. I'm very careful with how I go about issues. I try not to take sides. If I'm doing, I have a joke I've told about homosexuals. I did it in a very balanced way. Like you'll not even know if I'm supporting you, I'm not supporting you. Like I'm very careful. I'm like, okay, so I don't know how you guys feel because I'm really not there. But anyways, balance, by the way. You know, so I try to tread. Even when I'm talking about religion, you know, we Ghanaians.
Very big about religion.
We're very religious people. So when I'm talking about these things, I try to tread on very cautious grounds. And politics too, you say something and someone is, you know, thinking you're supporting this political party. So I try to make sure that when I say something about this, I also talk about the other one. So it's balanced. Everybody is fine. Okay. We are all happy and God will bless everybody.
I mean, but even in those kind of situations, especially with politics and creating jokes around them, do you fear that you'll be tagged as a certain political party?
Yes, I fear that a lot because I don't think I need that at this stage of my career. I don't think I want any political jagaban in my life right now. Because even in 2016, shortly before the elections, I posted something on Facebook and, hey, oh, no. I just came to say that this one that Ghana is looking for change up and down. They should better learn from Nigeria. So people now thought I was supporting NDC.
Oh my goodness.
No be smart, you know. My sister, I was just come and see. Hey, this is not Nigeria. Hey, come and do that. I'm like, hey, calm down. Now we're in this Ghana together. It's our country. You know, so people are like that. When I'm just talking my joke and going. You know, I've not said I support this person. I'm just saying, change. Please, when we're asking for the change, let's add positive. So that we know exactly what we want.
Positive change.
Because Nigeria was shouting change. They didn't state positive.
Positive change was a slogan. But we're going to go on a quick break. When we come back, we'll be talking some more with her because I'll be giving my random question and giving Jacinta the opportunity to answer quickly in a few minutes and no time to think about it. But when we come back, a whole lot more coming up on Hall of Fame.
Catch the best of Christmas entertainment this holiday season with these family movies from 24th to 30th of December. Holiday Baggage, Chilly Christmas, and A Husband for Christmas. Right here on Citi TV.
Alrighty, so you're tuned into Hall of Fame right here on Citi TV with yours truly, AJ Sarpong. My guest today is the funniest woman in Ghana, if you can say, Jacinta, and we're talking on comedy, the industry, plans, and everything else inclusive. Now we're going to go into our quick fire round. Asking you quick questions in a few seconds, and if you don't answer, we'll move on to the next one. It's got a lot. I will start it off with, who's your celebrity crush? Tell me. Kofi Ganasa?
I was just singing a song. It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. Like, that's my special number.
Okay. Oh. So, who is it?
I was singing a song.
So it's Kofi Kanata.
I didn't mention anyone's name.
I'm asking now.
Celebrity. Is it Ghana or abroad?
Ghana.
In Ghana.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That's the only one for now.
Kofi Kanata. Oh my goodness. I like it. I like it a lot. So if Kofi came right and said, baby, let's go on a date.
I'm like, what is that? Common crush, I crush on you. You want to date me? Please, please. You know, like, you have to play hard to get. You don't have to just agree like that.
We shall move on to the next one. What is the one thing you regret? Or you have ever regretted?
Nothing.
Nothing at all. What has been the biggest sacrifice you've made for fame?
Nothing.
You've made no sacrifice.
For fame?
Yes.
I think it's natural. Like, I've not had to go out of my way to do something that I felt that on a normal day, I'm just me. I'm just me doing comedy, and if fame comes, fine. But I still live my normal life. People see me at the mall, and I just sit that. Yes. The other day, I was at Mokola. I went to buy fabric, and one girl was like, "Sorry, are you Heiress Jacinta?" I said, "I'm you. I come to the market too." This is just me. I don't have to go out of my way to stress my life for fame. What fame? I beg you, am I famous?
Yeah.
See famous people.
I think you are.
Yeah, I'm famous, but it's not that difficult. I try to be very, very me. I don't like pressure. Yes. So when you see me, you'll be confused. Could she be the one? No, she shouldn't be. But it's me, and I've gone. I've passed my somewhere.
Okay. What was or has been your first job? What was your first ever job?
Job.
Yes.
Like
the first ever job you did that got you a salary, or you were paid at the end of the month.
I worked as a PA to a director in a how do they call these people? These people, they shoot, they do production, video production. Right. I worked as a PA, and I was representing my boss at meetings. I'm saying,
oh my goodness, you were moving up in the world.
Yeah.
And you decided that no, you want to do comedy, and you resigned.
That one, the comedy, I was already doing it all. People didn't know.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my first job. I was a teenager.
Okay. When was your first romantic relationship?
Sorry,
when was your first romantic relationship?
Should we add the ones with those crashing things in?
The first one you ever had, that was romantic, and it was a relationship, and it was committed.
Romantic relationship.
Yes, man.
Committed. That was my first year in
really?
University. Yeah.
Okay.
Committed. No, we're not committed from first. When we saw each other, the likeness is there. So we are now
romantic.
We are now doing
relationship.
I like it. Should I enter or I should just? So later when we are moving on, we now say that we cannot help it. So we now commit ourselves.
Have you ever considered quitting comedy, and at what point was that?
Yes, I have. When I finished school, I felt that, Charlie, I have a degree now. Why can't I just get some job somewhere and, be earning some cool salary? It was just a thought. It was just a thought, and I felt that. And then on the other hand, and then sometimes too, when people don't appreciate you, sometimes people owe you for jobs you've done. And then instead of paying you, they turn around to threaten you.
Wow.
Yeah, I've had that happen several times. They rather turn around to threaten you and tell you that this Ghana is for us. If you don't know about me, go and ask about me.
Does the industry pay?
Like I said, it depends on how you value yourself. I've gotten to the stage where I'll not wait for you to tell me how I should be remunerated. Because then people would call you for a job, and they want to give you what they feel you should take. And then they make statements like, some fooling, you will come full 10 minutes, they charge me like so. And I'm like, it's easy, take the mic and fool it.
True.
So now I've moved from that stage, and now people are beginning to understand that it's a craft, it's a profession. I'm not just coming to fool, it's my job. So now I've moved to the point where people call me and like, oh, Jacinta, you there, we beg this one. Yeah. So I'm seeing that people are beginning to appreciate what I do. So when you appreciate me, it's not all about the money for me. You see, I like when I am being appreciated for what I do, because I love it. That's why I do it. So I think, yes, I would not say it's paying, but people are beginning to appreciate what I do.
What was the first paycheck you got? The first ever gig you did, how much did they pay you?
Some people paid with drinks.
Wow. You got drinks.
Yes,
Like,
it's normal now.
Like
you go,
small
oh, we'll
watch.
give you refreshments.
You know,
AJ, you've not seen something.
they give like lesser gods drink.
At least as a point, I was a god.
That's a point you're lesser god there. You're getting like
I'm
this.
telling you. Sometimes you're like, oh, so what do I start? That time you are not even Chinese. You be the one asking, oh, what am I? Oh, Chinese some refreshment.
Oh, wow.
I'm telling you, the journey, it's not easy.
I'm telling you.
Some people be like, oh, some tea and tea. I'm like, do I look like I don't have transportation too? So the job, there is stages.
Now they call it honorarium. Yes,
See the grammar?
Honorarium. No more
I
tea.
said, one day somebody said honorarium. I said, bro, don't honor me. I said, I don't want you to honor me. If you will pay me. Leave honor for God. Honor God.
Oh my God. Okay. So fine, I'm going to ask you a few things.
Okay.
Say the first thing that comes into your mind when I mention these things. Okay. We'll start with one. Sweaty.
Face.
Akufo-Addo.
Government.
Mahama.
Change.
Natural.
Hey.
Twitter.
So Kodia.
Shatawale.
Papa.
Stoneboy.
Yo. Oh my God, no.
Manifest.
No. Abi, manifest. Yes, M.
Rings.
Like rings, marriage.
Love.
Oh, you know day. Not seen love, not day.
Hips.
Hey, you mean like just Induma?
And finally, Christmas.
Oh, our landlord, former landlord.
What does a landlord have to do with Christmas?
He used to be Santa. Because he had a pot belly.
I need a minute to breathe. So we're going to quickly go into the games part. So this was a random part. I don't even know what else we're going to get for the games. Wow. I can't believe that. Okay, so we're going to go quickly to the game. So this was just by the side. By the fire side. Anyways. So the games are pretty simple. Who is this? We're going to give you pictures or sounds or any related sort of thing. And then you are supposed to guess who that person is. Usually by that picture. So we are correlating the results, so you get. So everyone that comes in is answering. Celebrity.
What if I know the name, but I don't know that's the person?
And then you have T. So we will start
there's so
now.
many people, I know their names. I don't know them by face.
Then it will be an issue. So we are going to start now at this
What
point.
if the person is Chinese? They all look alike.
Oh my God! We will do only African people. So starting off with the very first one. And it is,
I know
it's a pretty later.
I can't remember the name.
She's known for acting.
Oh God, I can't remember.
It's not coming.
It's not coming.
It's not
I
coming.
know, because she's in the arts. Oh, good Lord.
So you should skip.
Please let us.
This one is Viola Davis. No. Almost there. So let's go to the next one. The next one.
My cousin. He's like my family member.
What is his name?
Oh, Mommy Mayweather. Who don't know Mayweather?
Floyd Mayweather. Okay. So she got it. Okay. So moving on to the next one, and it is a fine gentleman.
Tyler Perry.
It is.
Don't mention.
So, wow. This one even I don't know. So this one I cannot even help you.
He is who he is.
Please.
If I don't know me, it doesn't stop him from being who he is. You are who you are, my brother. Let us see.
Wow.
Now be that.
I didn't
But
even
I know the name. But I don't know that
yeah,
that's
yeah.
Donny McCoffey. It's a gospel singer. Can praise God.
Wow. Wow. And I think she's a player.
Yeah, she
Of
plays.
some she plays.
She plays in the stadium.
She plays the stadium. Yes, she plays for Ghana.
And she's
She truly is who she is. She is who she is.
like
I'm a
Pele.
by her.
Pele or Pele.
It's all the same.
No, Pele.
The value is the same.
Pele.
I bet it's
Pele.
all the same. But yep, that's about it. So we're gonna go into the logos. The next one is logos.
Logo so
Okay. So we'll give you this one. That is next.
I know it all.
You do.
It's Gucci.
It's Gucci. Yes, Gucci. So it is a Gucci brand. Gucci brand.
Designer.
Gucci gang.
Even though I've not worked in Circle before.
Gucci gang. Some people say Tucci too, but this one, yeah. Which one is this?
SUV.
It's Victoria.
Victoria's Secret.
SUV.
Oh, AJ, that's supposed to be on my side. Victoria's Secret.
SUV. What is the U?
The U was in between the S.
Yeah. Wow.
The U.
Ah,
Snapchat.
yeah, if you didn't know Snapchat,
If I don't know this one, there's problem.
this is snapshots.
This guy that know everything. Firefox.
It is actually Firefox. Mozilla.
Yeah.
Firefox.
I nearly said Google. Beats by Beats by.
Oh my goodness. And then, yeah, I believe that's about it. Yes. So you tried.
I got everything.
You know, you didn't get everything, but you got close to everything.
I got everything.
You did not get everything. The West SUV was not it. But yeah, before I let you go, final plans, 2019, what should we be expecting? What should we be looking forward to from brand Jacinta?
Okay, 2019, I have things I'm looking forward to. So as you are looking forward to me, myself, I'm looking forward to something. So we're all looking forward to something. But I believe that 2019, sponsors and investors will open up their doors to the brand Jacinta, so that whatever ideas and projects that I have lined up, I'll have investors and sponsors to jump on it, to support the ideas, the projects, and make it a reality, so that you are looking forward to me, you will not be disappointed.
I mean,
so that's it. And apart from that, I just plan to leave. I just want to leave and appreciate every step of the way. This year has been good for me. It has been very, very good for me, because I have been billed. Let me not just say been on. I have been billed to be on every major stand-up comedy platform in Ghana, and I think that is what every comedian would want.
Absolutely.
So, and yes, and I'm also telling you to come and watch me on the 26th at the conference center.
We will come and watch you.
Come and
We
watch
will come and watch
yes,
you. And finally, comedy.
Me.
Oh, thank you, Jacinta, for coming through. It was Jacinta, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming through. It was such a blast. And thank you for tuning in. It's been Hall of Fame with yours truly, AJ Sarpong, right here on Citi TV. Special thanks to Swiss Spirit and Sweet Hotel, Alisa, for being so accommodating of us. VN Designs for my clothing, and First Choice for my hair. Hat by Santa Claus. You can call me Miss Claus throughout this festive period. We'll be back your way with even more amazing content on Hall of Fame. Don't change your dial. Keep it locked on Citi TV.